Warning. The following podcast has an awesome guy who creates awesome content. If you're a loser who only likes boring shit, then get the fuck out of here. Only super cool people are welcome here. Like, seriously, get the fuck out. Anyways, viewer discretion is advised.
Hello everyone and welcome back for another episode of the Midnight Lounge. We're back again, and man, look, since the last time we have talked, some things have happened. You know, it's been about a week or so since we last talked. What's today? What's today? I mean, we're definitely in December now. We're definitely in December, and so last time we talked was before Thanksgiving. So I hope you guys had a good Thanksgiving. First off, hope you guys had a very good Thanksgiving. Spent it well with your family, maybe friends, things like that. Hope you guys, just really had a good Thanksgiving. And for your boy, we'll get to that later on. But since we last talked, now I was trying to get some episodes out before I left on my vacation. Now here's where it gets kind of rocky, right? Not to say I didn't have a great time, because I did, all right? But the last time that I talked to you guys was the day before I had to leave, right? So I had recorded those last two podcasts for you guys. Those last two episodes I had recorded for you guys prior. I uploaded one the day that I was leaving, which we were there for like 3 days, so we left on Sunday. So Sunday morning we left. It was a good time because we got there about Sunday afternoon. I got to spend time with my best friend. Went to go see his family. I haven't seen them in forever. And it was weird because you ever like live somewhere for years, right? And you get like so familiar with the area, but then you move and then you like go back to visit a couple years later, and then everything just seems foreign to you again. Like it's not how you remember it. That was exactly what I was witnessing and experiencing over there when I was hanging out with my buddy. Cause like I remember that place, but at the same time, like everything just looks so fucking different. And it just was like, I felt like a foreigner again. I was like, what the hell? Like, this is new. Like, where am I? This is a new area. But it wasn't a new area, It was the area that like I've known, but like it just seems so foreign. And I was like, what the hell? But nonetheless, it was a good time overall. So yeah, the first day I got to hang out with him. The second morning I woke up, and about, I want to say close to like 1 or 2, we decided to hit the road to try to get to our wrestling event on time. Doors opened at 4:30, I believe was the time. 4:35, one of the two. So we had got there like maybe an hour before doors opened. So we went ahead and decided to go get something to eat before we go inside. Because we know inside like food and drinks are like super, super expensive. So we figured might as well like try to find somewhere to eat beforehand. We ended up going to Buffalo Wild Wings outside of the arena. It was pretty good. Now it was pretty good. I'll give it that. But let me explain something. I'm gonna tell you guys in here in a moment. But that Buffalo Wild Wings was my demise for the remainder of the trip. I'll let you guys know that now. So we went to go eat. We got in line, and man, let me tell you, they only have, I think, like 1 or 2 entrances. And these lines were massive. I have never experienced a line that long. Like, I don't think ever. That line was so fucking long. I think we waited in line for about 30, 40 minutes before we actually got in. And then when we finally got to the gate, I don't know if it was my belt. I don't know if it was like something in my pocket, but like the metal detector went off and they pulled me to the side and like made me like, do a whole metal detector test and at a, show my waist and like the whole fucking security. Like it felt like fucking TSA at the damn airport is pretty much what it felt like. And it was just like fucking horrible because I was like, well, fucking, like I'm already here. Like fucking just let me in. Like all that was on my waist was a belt. Like, but I guess my belt was made out of metal, and so they thought that I had a fucking gun or something. But no, it was just my belt. So after fucking doing all that shit, we finally got inside. I have never been in that arena before, so I didn't know where to go. So luckily, like they escorted me like where I needed to go. Like not really escorted, but like kind of told me like where to go. We managed to get to our seats, and man, let me tell you, getting suite level tickets is a whole brand new experience for me because man, was it nice. I mean, if you've never had like suite floor level like tickets, like you have your own concourse, you have your own like area. It's not super crowded like the main concourse is. Like you get your own hallway for like pretty much everything. So we got up there and there's like no one there. It's like carpeted floors, super fancy. They have like people at the entrances of like the thing, like to like tell you like, hey, you're gonna be over here, hey, you're gonna be sitting over here. So they have like that person doing it, and they like give you a stamp and stuff, so that way they know like you have tickets on that area. So if you like happen to leave, because everything food and drink related is still in the main concourse, so like you still have to go down to the main level to like get everything, all your merchandise and all your food, all your drinks. The only thing that was on that level was alcohol, which I wasn't planning on drinking because again, I'm not gonna pay like $20 for a damn drink, and I just wasn't feeling like drinking anyways. But yeah, so that was like the only thing that was on that area. But we did have our own little like private little bathrooms and stuff too. So like we didn't have to share with like everyone else. So like the bathrooms weren't crowded. It was always like super quiet in there, no lines. Everything was all nice and clean. Like it was just super nice overall. And we finally got to into our suite. And man, let me tell you, that suite was so nice. It didn't have like the food and like the catering and stuff like that I was hoping for. And I think it's just because like they only do that if you like rent out the entire like suite. So like if you share a suite like what we did, I guess they don't really cater, but still like it was really nice. It was a really nice time, and luckily we had just ate in, so we weren't even like hungry or nothing. We just got like a drink. But yeah, so we ended up going to the merch booth, and man, that line was so damn long. Even for just like getting in, like everyone just immediately goes to the merch booth. And so that line was just so long. We probably spent maybe like 30 minutes waiting in line just to like get a couple shirts. I got like the souvenir cups. Um, Long story short, like I ended up going all out. I spent like a ton of money there on drinks and merchandise and shit like that. So yeah, I kind of just ended up balling out, kind of just treating my grandma to whatever she wanted. If she wanted a shirt or a hat or whatever, I would buy it for her. Any food or drinks that she wanted, I'd buy it for her. So yeah, I was kind of just treating my grandma out for a good time. And mind you, this was her first time. This was her first time going to a WWE event. She watches it a lot on TV. Like that's like her favorite thing to watch on Mondays and Fridays. And then when the pay-per-views are out, she watches those. So it's one of those things where she always likes to watch it on TV, but she's never been there in person. So for me to be able to give her that first experience was it was like a lifetime dream of mine that I've been wanting to do for the longest time. and to be able to actually fulfill that, it really meant a lot for me. And to be able to like just spoil her the way that I did, and I wanted to spoil her even more, but she like wasn't for it. But it was a good time overall, and I felt good, and I was happy, and she was excited, and she didn't really know what to expect. I was trying to prepare her like that entire time, like going up there, even like the day of, just like telling her like how different of an experience it is being there in person versus watching it on TV. And I don't think she really understood or realized it until the show started. And they still do like if you've ever been to a live WWE event, especially on Mondays, they do a two show in one type of thing. So they end up doing like a couple different shows that are like recorded for I guess like YouTube or even like other days in advance. So we ended up getting like three different shows in that one event, which is pretty cool because I mean, hey, three shows in one, like that's pretty fucking cool. But yeah, so it was just a very different experience for her. I kind of knew what to expect. I've been to a lot of them. Um, but man, let me tell you, in a suite, for some reason, it feels different. And those suite chairs, like the chairs that they give you to sit on in there, are so damn comfortable compared to like the normal like seats. Like, oh my gosh, it was so nice. It was so nice. Like, not once that I have to complain that my back was hurting or my ass was hurting. Like, it was just an overall good time. I was kind of screaming my head off. And yeah, she really enjoyed herself. We thought we were gonna see a couple people, but we ended up didn't really seeing them. But they had like promos for them, like they were there backstage, but they just weren't there like out in the ring. So it was kind of like, but at the same time, it was still a good show overall. We got to see people put through tables and people hit with chairs and kendo sticks and just like street fight matches and stuff like that. So like it was a good time. I definitely enjoyed myself. I know she definitely enjoyed herself. I definitely want to take her to another one, maybe even like a pay per view one day. So hopefully that'll happen. The next time that there's a pay per view close to us, maybe I'll try to get tickets for that and take her out there for that. Because I definitely like to go into to pay per views because those are always a good time. I think the last one I went to was the Royal Rumble when it was in Phoenix like years back. But yeah, so yeah. Anyways, so after the show, we ended up getting back to the house around like maybe 10:30 ish, and we were already just like dead. So we ended up just going to bed. Everyone else was going to Disney the next day, so everyone crashed out. We all ended up waking up at like 7 in the morning the next morning because we were all trying to leave like early in the morning. We didn't want to like leave super late, so we all ended up waking up super in the morning. Now this is where I say that Buffalo Wild Wings fucked up the rest of my trip because when I woke up, I felt like absolute fucking trash. My stomach was hurting like a bitch. I felt nauseous as a motherfucker. I had the bubble guts. So, for me, I was in the bathroom. Immediately as soon as I woke up, I had to go to the bathroom. So, I was in there, did my business, came out. About 5 minutes later, I had to go back in that bitch again, do my business. Probably made it like another 10 minutes and then had to go back in that bitch again. Oh my god, it was so bad. And I thought maybe that was the end of it. Boy, was I fucking wrong. Because as soon as we got on the road, my nausea took the fuck over. That entire fucking trip was so miserable for me. I felt like I had to throw up the entire fucking time. And at one point, we stopped at a rest stop, and I tried to make myself throw up, and I fucking couldn't. So that entire, 4.5, 5 hour trip back over was fucking hell. I even managed to get Panda Express, which is like my all time favorite food, and I couldn't even fucking eat it because I was so sick. So, oh my god, it was so horrible. I wanted to eat it and it smelled so good, but I couldn't because every time I thought about eating something, I wanted to fucking puke. And it was just so bad because I wanted to eat it. Panda is like one of my favorite foods and it smelled so good, but at the same time, I got that smell of food and it was like a love hate thing. Like my nose loved it, but my stomach fucking absolutely hated the smell. You know what I'm saying? Like you ever been basically what I got was food poisoning. I got fucking food poisoning from Buffalo Wild Wings, which I'm pretty sure that's what the fuck caused it. But have you ever like gotten food poisoning and you like get your favorite food or just food in general and it smells good, but then your stomach turns from it and then it just smells like fucking shit? That's what I was experiencing. Like it smelled good, but my stomach was like, no, that's fucking shit. Like that's fucking that I'm gonna, like it was that bad. I don't know if you've ever experienced that, but that's the experience I got. Overall, it was just a horrible trip. Finally, within the last like hour of the trip, I just was like, let me just see if maybe taking a nap will like make it go away. So I ended up napping until I got back to my house, and when I woke up, still felt like fucking absolute ass. I actually felt worse after I woke up. It was that bad, but yeah. So I got into my house, let my dog out. She had to go potty. She did her business. And then I was like, fuck this. I'm going to bed. Went to go lay down. As soon as I lay down, my brother calls me. And I'm like, I got food poisoning. I don't fucking feel good. So I'm just going to be in bed. I'm going to go sleep. And as soon as I get off the phone with him and I turn over to get comfortable, I feel it. I fucking feel it coming up. So I get up right away. I run my ass to the bathroom and I barely fucking made it there in time because as soon as I got to the toilet, it all fucking came out. And it got bad. It got very violent to the point where like I was puking blood. Like that's how bad it got. I got to the point where I was puking fucking blood. And it was bad. My stomach was like not fucking having it. And finally, fucking it all stopped. Didn't have to puke no more. My stomach was still kind of turning, but it was like very better. Like I felt so much better after I threw up that like yeah, my stomach was still turning, but not to the point where I had to throw up. It was more of just bubble guts at that point. And it was like that for like 3 days. So when we got back that day, I had to go to work the next day. And that was the day before Thanksgiving. So I had to go back to work the day before Thanksgiving. And I still had bubble guts. So fucking just imagine having to go to work and your stomach is fucking turning because you still fucking dealing with the food poisoning and you have to go to the bathroom like almost every fucking hour because your stomach just can't fucking handle it. That was my fucking day. And it was like that on Thanksgiving Day and a little bit of the day afterwards. Hell, my stomach's still right now. Like, I still feel like I haven't fully recovered. And all I can say is, fuck you, Buffalo Wild Wings. I knew it was your fucking food. I know it is because I didn't fucking eat nothing else that fucking day. So it had to have been that shit. Ain't no fucking way that it was anything else. So fuck you, Buffalo Wild Wings. I am never going into that fucking establishment again because fuck that. Fuck that. Food poisoning is the fucking worst, especially when you're on fucking vacation and have to fucking travel a couple hours back. You don't want to fucking have food poisoning and having to fucking take that trip because fuck that. But yeah, so Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving was good. Besides having food poisoning, Thanksgiving was good. I just stayed home. It was also your boy's birthday that day too. So I didn't do anything too crazy. Everyone was kind of out of town, doing their own thing. So yeah, just kind of just stayed home, chilled, watched some football, kind of just relaxed. And then that Thanksgiving was when I put last episode out. So the last episode you guys heard, I believe I uploaded on Thanksgiving, if not the day after. I don't exactly remember. But yeah. So last time we talked was the week before Thanksgiving, and now we're here in December and a few weeks away from Christmas. And who's excited? Who's excited? Did you guys did you guys enjoy your Thanksgiving? Let me know in the comment section on Spotify. Did you guys get anything for Black Friday? Did you guys take advantage of any of the Black Friday deals? I know myself, I got me a brand new TV for Black Friday. It was much needed because my old TV was 10 years old, 10 plus years old, and just, it's still a good TV. It still works. It wasn't broken or nothing like that. But the color of it, it just wasn't doing it. Like when I would play video games, the colors were just so horrible that I was like, yeah, I gotta get a new fucking TV. And I'm glad I did because I enjoy this one. It's so much better. And it's my first smart TV that I've had in a while. My first smart TV was a 32-inch Vizio, and it was good until I fucking broke it. Yeah. Yeah. If you guys want to hear a little story about that, basically what happened was I was in the process of moving some stuff around. This is when I used to live in Phoenix in my first apartment. I was moving my room around because that's where I had everything. I was basically going to be moving the TV from my bedroom over into the living room area because I only had the one TV at the time, and I'd rather have it in the living room because that's where I would spend most of my time than in the bedroom. So I was trying to move it. I think I stepped on the cord trying to like move it, and it was one of those where like the cord didn't come unplugged, like it was kind of like built into the TV. So I stepped on the cord, and then I remember like I tripped and the TV like fell, and it like smashed into the corner of like I think the table. I think what it was. I think it smashed into the corner of the table or my nightstand. I forgot what it was, and it fucking shattered my TV. So I had to fucking get a new TV. I don't remember where I got that TV. I don't even remember or know where the hell that TV went. But yeah, I had to buy a new fucking TV and didn't really have the money to fucking do it. But I was like, fuck it. Like, I need TV. I can't just be sitting here in the fucking dark all alone. So yeah, fucking had to get a new TV. But yeah, so I broke that. But yeah, I ended up getting me a new TV for Black Friday, and I really like it. It's really nice. What else? What else? Work is going pretty good. It's starting to get more busy now that we're in December. So if you don't hear from me that much, I'm gonna try my best. But if you don't hear from me that much, it's because I'm busy with work. Don't really have time. When I am home, I really just try to relax. I don't really try to do anything else unless I have consecutive back-to-back days off, which was why I'm recording right now because I have some extra free time because I have some back-to-back days off before I start my 6-day straight work schedule. So you probably won't hear from me until closer to Christmas time, probably. But yeah, I definitely want to try to get an episode, maybe even two out beforehand, like before Christmas. And then I also want to maybe even try to do a podcast the day of Christmas, if not Christmas Eve, um, just to try to, like, you know, kind of explain, kind of recap the year that we had. I was looking at my numbers from this year compared to like all my other years, and Spotify Wrapped recently came out too, which is another big thing going on right now. Definitely check your Spotify Wrapped if you're on there, or even your, what is it, the Apple Music. I don't even know if it's called Wrapped, but check your Apple Music. Let me see. If I'm on your top 5 podcasts that you guys listen to, let me know. Send me a screenshot. I definitely want to know. Am I on your top 5 podcasts? Am I your number 1 podcast? Am I at least your top 3? I want to know. Do I fall in your top 5 podcast for the year? Let me know. I want to see. Send me a screenshot or something. I want to see. I want to see. I definitely want to see. But yeah, so definitely my numbers have really improved. Thank you all for tuning in every episode. I know this show is not very consistent the way that I hope or want it to be, or that you guys want it to be. But life kind of just, it keeps going. It doesn't really wait for no one, and some things just happen where it takes longer to get episodes out than I would like, and the fact that I only do this for pleasure, I don't get no monetary value out of it. I do this out of fun. I do it for you guys, and trying to just find the motivation to do it sometimes is really rough. Especially trying to do it the entire year, it gets hard to do. It gets really hard to do. And I think we've kind of talked about that and touched up on that in a couple previous episodes. It gets hard to do. It gets overwhelming after a while too. Sometimes you just got to take a break. Sometimes you just got to take a step back and kind of just analyze things. Holy fuck! Why couldn't I say that? And sometimes you got to step away just to get some time for yourself. So if I disappear for a while, which I don't think I'll ever take a long break like I did back a couple of years ago. I think me taking long breaks like that is kind of done for. I think the longest I'll take a break is maybe like a month, which is what we kind of saw a couple episodes back. But I came in hot. I gave you guys like 3 episodes in one. I'm starting to try to do that a little bit more, especially because there's a lot to talk about, and to split them up in different podcasts and get different episodes for you guys. I think that's gonna be how I want to do it. I don't want to create like a big giant episode. I know a lot of these podcast episodes, for like other creators are, an hour or hour and a half, even 2 hours long. And how often do you guys listen to the whole thing? You know what I'm saying? Like, how much of it do you skim through versus how much you actually listen through? Because listening for an hour, 2 hours, 2.5 hours, I get if you're like on a road trip, yeah, that's fine. But if you're just casually driving to work, you're not going to be driving to work for an hour, hour and a half, 2 hours, or even just cleaning the house. It shouldn't really take you that long to clean the house unless your house is super, super fucking dirty or really, really big, but it shouldn't take you that long. So, who really listens to a podcast that's, 1.5, 2 hours, 2.5 hours long? It's not something that I really see fit. I like to try to keep my podcast to, you know, minimum 30 minutes. Sometimes it's a little bit shorter, and maximum, like an hour long. But I try to cap it off at 45 minutes at the longest. Sometimes it goes an hour just because I can ramble on about shit. But yeah, I usually try to cap it off at 45 minutes. But yeah, I just definitely want to do a recap of the year. Just tell you guys thank you one last time before the end of the year. Kind of just wish you guys a Merry Christmas and everything. So yeah, look forward to that. I'm gonna try to get a couple more episodes in between this one and Christmas. Don't ask why I said it like that. That was weird. But yeah, so food poisoning fucking sucks. That's all I'm gonna say. That's the title of this episode. Food poisoning sucks. That's the title. That's it. I don't think I've ever told you guys what the title is gonna be, but that's the title. Anyways, smacking seeds, man. Smacking seeds. Big up to smacking seeds, man. Look, I have a whole bucket of seeds, man. I got a whole bucket. Ooh, man, I probably got like 70 plus well, I probably killed off like a ton of them, but man, I can't get enough of these smacking seeds. They got some new flavors. They just dropped a lemon pepper one. They just dropped a lemon pepper. They got the maple brown sugar. They just dropped the maple brown sugar. They just dropped the lemon pepper one. And then they have some limited edition ones, which I was actually able to try. They have a cinnamon roll one, which, man, that cinnamon roll is delicious. That one is like, that's so super good. I was also able to try the taco flavored one, which is another good one of mine. The taco one kind of reminds me of like if you ever get the Taco Bell seasoning packets, and it kind of tastes like Taco Bell seasoning packets, but it's so good. I fucking love it. Definitely the maple brown sugar and cinnamon roll are one of my favorites. I like that sweet and salty mixture. Just love it. It's a good combination. Sour cream and onion I was also able to try too. Not a fan of that one. I'm going to be honest, not a fan. That one is like the only one so far of smacking seeds that I did not like. But it's okay because it's not an actual like flavor that's on the list. It was just a limited time, flavor that they dropped for the Black Friday deal, which sadly is over. But I was able to try that. They sent me out a whole bucket, which I'm like super excited for because I've always wanted the bucket and finally got it. And yeah, it had a bunch of flavors in it and all the new ones. And man, the cinnamon roll, man, that one's by far my favorite. I'm really hoping that's like gonna stick around because it's a good flavor, especially this time of year. It's a good fucking flavor. Hopefully they come out with some other special editions seeds that I can get my hands on too. So yeah, big ups to them right now. Remember to use my link in the description. Go to Smackin' Sunflower Seeds and get your guys' seeds today. They'll make some good Christmas gifts, even some stocking stuffers. Definitely get those while you can. You never know what kind of flavors you get. Right now they got an unreleased flavor, not even I know about, but they do have a bundle right now where if you get a case, they'll throw in that special edition limited flavor, and it's not even announced yet, so who knows what that'll be, but don't miss out on it, because once they're gone, they're gone. You'll never see them again unless they get added back by high demand. But anyways, head on to my description, go to Smackin' Seeds, use my link, order yours now. And yeah, that's pretty much all I gotta say for this episode, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. My voice is getting a little raspy now. It is officially the midnight hour, so the Midnight Lounge is being recorded at midnight by the Lunatic himself. Crazy. So yeah, hope you guys have a good day, night, work day, work night, overnight, vacation, coming back from vacation, shower, you fucking weirdo, taking a shit, I fucking hope not. If you're listening to this on the toilet at work, get back to work, you fucking slacker. If you're fucking with your family, I'm sorry for cussing, but you know, whatever, it is what it is. If you're I don't fucking know. I don't know. If you're going out of town, coming back from going out of town, if you're holiday shopping, why the fuck are you listening to me while you're holiday shopping? Focus on your shopping. Don't forget to grab that person, those socks right there. Yeah, those no, not those ones. The ones next to it. Yeah, those ones. Grab those ones. Yeah. Those socks right there. They'll match. They'll match real well. No. Don't get the underwear. Don't get the underwear. No. Don't get those ones. No. Just grab that sweater over there. You see that sweater? Yeah, grab that one. That one. Don't do underwear. Grab the sweater. Yeah, there you go. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. And as always, we'll see you in the. Oh, wait. Is there something I need to tell you guys? Hold on. Wait a minute. I feel like there was something I needed to tell you guys. Fuck. I don't remember. Anyways, I'm out. I love you guys. And until next time, we'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.